Hey everybody, it is day 3 of CES, and I'm here with Pete Bills from SleepNumber. So yeah, tell me what's going on this year.
Well, this year we're introducing what the future could be when it comes to sleep and health. You know, at SleepNumber we firmly believe that sleep is the center of health and wellness. We used to think that health was all about diet, exercise, and sleep, but now what we've noticed, and our research is showing us, is that sleep is at the center of your health, and then all of everything else that you do in life, whether it's trying to be a good student, an athlete, dealing with your kids, all that type of thing. Everything health-wise and cognitive-wise is absolutely tied to the quality and quantity of your sleep, and that's what we're doing at SleepNumber.
Great. So one thing that I've heard a lot of is you guys collecting data, to improve your product. So how did you guys collect data to put into your first models, and how are you guys doing that moving forwards?
Well, all of the SleepNumber beds have Sleep IQ technology, and our new 360 smart bed collects data every night. Every single night we have several 100,000 sleepers that we look at their sleep data. We collect 4 billion biometric data points every single night and analyze those. And every night we inform each individual sleeper of how their daytime habits and nighttime routines affect their sleep so they can connect the dots and actually get better sleep. But what we're also doing, because we have this huge mine of data, we're looking at it and we're identifying health trends. So in the future, we'll be able to take a look at your sleep, and if all of a sudden it changes, we'll know what caused that change. When there's a change in sleep, it's usually a symptom of something else that's going on in your life. So what we've been able to see is, for instance, identify high fever in somebody. What does that do to your sleep? And using our biometric map, we can look at the United States and see, oh, in these zip codes, all this fever is coming up. We're seeing the flu spread. So then we can send emails to everybody above that and say, hey, the flu's on its way, sanitize your hands, make sure your kids are protected, those types of things. Or we can go ahead and see, we're seeing a change in your sleep that we've noticed in the past is indicative of a heart issue. We might be able to predict a pending heart attack and inform you before you even know it, or call your healthcare provider or even the ambulance and said, you better go to this address because we think a heart attack is happening there. So those are the types of big data points.
So how are you guys able to connect with the user? Is it through an app, or is it through a service, or how does this work?
All of the SleepNumber beds have the Sleep IQ technology, which are Wi-Fi enabled, Bluetooth enabled. All of that data is collected every single night, sent up to the cloud, goes through our analytics, and then sent back down to you, the user, and on your app or your smartphone or whatever you want to use, you can access that data and take a look at your average heart rate, your respiration, and then because we're connected, we know how many steps you took. We know what your thermostat is set to. So we can then help you connect the dots on all of that data and make minor course corrections to your daytime habits and your nighttime routines and environment to improve your sleep the next night. So all of it is internet connected and part of the Internet of Things.
Great. So when you guys incorporate this new functionality into the mattresses, does that ever come at the expense of, say, durability? So if you spill something on it or if you use it too much, will it, how have you guys managed to keep it durable and keep it functional?
Well, we've engineered that into all of the SleepNumber beds. In fact, all SleepNumber beds have a 25-year warranty on that type of thing. That includes the mattress, of course, and the foundation, the adjustable head and feet, but also all of the electronics that are within that. They're hidden and very much protected deep inside the bed, so they're really very little exposure to the environment there.
Sure. So a lot of people with these mattresses, there are a lot of other companies in this space, and they're really pushing this future of connectivity and all that stuff. So how is SleepNumber trying to differentiate themselves from the competition? Why would I want to buy one of these mattresses as opposed to somewhere else?
Well, two main reasons. One, most people who are monitoring their sleep use a wearable, and a wearable is a single point of data on your wrist. With the SleepNumber bed, your whole body is our actual point of reference and our point of measurement. So when you get into a SleepNumber bed, immediately we pick up heart rate, respiration, and motion from head to toe, side to side. So it's not a single point of data. The second thing that's very important is you don't have to charge anything up, you don't have to sync anything up, you just climb into bed and we start retrieving that data. And you don't have to look at it every night. Like you might have to download it from your watch or look at it like that. And you might not look at it for a week or two until your sleep changes, but all that data is still there. So you can look at it in the future or in the past as far as you want to and get that data. The other point that's very unique is that when we take big data, we make it small, and we actually have the bed do things for you. So when your point of reference on your wrist tells you that something's going on because it collected data, you have to figure out what to do with it. Whereas ours, we actually inform the bed, hey, we need to make the bed a little bit softer or a little bit firmer or raise the head because we're applying data to the bed itself. So we take the data, not only inform you how to do things better, but also how to inform the bed to help you get better sleep. So we're actually taking big data, making it small and useful.
Great. So for these mattresses, are you guys just looking at home consumption, or are you guys in talks with, say, hospitals or other public health infrastructures where knowing how patient sleep is very important?
Yeah, the current thing is we're not a medical device, we're a consumer device, and but let's say you went to the hospital and you had a procedure or had treatment, and then you're coming home to your SleepNumber bed. Well, most hospitals don't like you to be there for more than 2 or 3 days. They'll kick you out. So how do you continue to monitor your health? Well, when you come home from a hospital stay and get into the SleepNumber bed, we can then monitor those biometrics and inform your physicians and you on how you're recovering from whatever you did in the hospital. So we're not a hospital device. We're not going to be there for a while. We may cross that bridge eventually in the future, but we're really more trying to get the average American to be more healthy, and by using sleep as that proxy for health and wellness.
Great. So final question, what's the next step from here? You guys have already done a lot of stuff that's really blown my mind. I haven't seen this in a long, long time coming from anybody that's really brought out quality products. So what's the next step? What are you guys aiming for the next couple of years?
Well, it's really what we've talked about is to create fingerprints of how your sleep changes and tie that to specific conditions. When we age, inevitable things are going to happen. Probably high blood pressure, probably diabetes, probably heart problems. If we can identify those early in life, middle age, and tell you about them before they even come close to happening, we can improve the quality of life as we age, successful aging. And so when you're in your 60s and 70s, you're not dealing with conditions, you're having a high quality of life still because we've pushed those conditions that are inevitable far past that. So that's what we want to do, is to improve people's life, not only today through better sleep, but to have them have a very, very healthy twilight of their life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for our interview with SleepNumber. If you guys like this video, be sure to drop one and subscribe to Pierre's channel for more.